Hello, Rambler Nation. Welcome to the first edition of the 2024-2025 school year of the Superintendent Corner. I'm Gary Van, joined by the great Scott Acom. Scott, how are you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
Well, I'm starting to get in the rhythm of the season, get all those little structures set up so that we can start really rolling good and start getting more efficient in the classroom. So, yeah, we're starting to get our sea legs underneath us, as you say.
Yes, we're in our third week. You can see it in the hallways. The routines and procedures are coming right back into place. It's going very well. It's been a smooth opening this year.
It has been very smooth. And next week, be ready, 5 days. All right, so now we're at the start of the new year, but it's been a very busy summer around the school, has it not?
It has been a busy summer, been a good busy. We had a lot of projects that we were able to just recently complete.
Okay.
So excited about that. So our offices, they're secure entries now. They're completed. We have, obviously, we have occupancy permits because we started school with them open. But all the offices now are on Roland Street. So you'll see the high school down on the south end and the middle school, oddly enough, in the middle, and then the elementary school where it has been. So it's very nice that all three offices are right there together. Gave us an entry point for the high school instead of which door you choose. So that's been really nice. The offices look really good. They're still figuring out the flow with some things, but it looks really nice. Our weight room has been completed. We were able to get all the equipment moved back in before the start of the school year. I think a couple days just before we started. We were able to move the weight room equipment from the multi-purpose room back in there. If you remember, that was expanded. We made that a little bit larger. We were able to pay for that through grant monies, which was really helpful. We had good reviews on that from students and staff, so excited about that. Middle school gym floor.
Oh, that's been the bane of your existence, hasn't it?
No, we knew it was coming, right? We knew that we were probably going to have some different concerns with that when we knew we had asbestos in the mastic, and then found out that there was moisture, but we were kind of anticipating that we were going to have some issues once we pulled up that floor from 1959. But it was finally completed yesterday, so we are using it today. In my opinion, I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
It does. We have the best middle school floor in all of Michigan. I dare you to find someone else has a better middle school floor. That's usually the one they kind of put on the side. It's the second, the leftovers. Nah, ours is gorgeous. Could use a couple pickleball lines, but I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I figured he would say that. We also have noticed, too, that we really need to paint in there. We're aware of that. Paint the walls, but with the timelines, we just weren't able to fit it in with the start of the school year, so that's on our to-do list. But you can really tell with the new floor in there, it's like, oh, yeah, we really need to paint in here.
Yeah, isn't that the way whenever you do a remodeling project, you get one thing done, you're like, oh, those cupboards, they don't look good anymore. They used to look good on the old floor.
Right. We really need to fix this, yeah. And then last but not least is the track. The track is finished. We are finishing with some seating and up there and getting where everything that had to be tore up. We're getting that squared away. We had to wait to do that once so that the track was clean with the asphalt and the rubber and the painting. All of that is complete. We were able to get our advertisements on our new scoreboard.
Yep.
Yesterday, it'll be all set for our first home football game.
Yes, it will, which will be played against Manton, which will be played by the time this video is released.
Right.
So
hopefully you'll look in the newspaper and see that we had a victory against Manton and the track is complete. So.
Yes, that sounds like a fantastic thing. All right, let's look over at the bus garage. Last year, you were a little bit late on the buses. You had to put them in order in as soon as the bond passed, and it took 6 months to get the buses?
It took a while. It did.
How did we get them this time?
We did. But interesting, we ordered them, I believe, when the 2024 pricing came out in October. We ordered them that next week, and we got all three in August.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, so we definitely are prepared. We're prepared for next time. We're looking at ordering 4 more buses. We had talked about ordering 2 and then 2 more. But we have a rotation set up. Scott Dunham has a rotation set up where we're going to order our next 4, so that way we have them. We can put 2 of the buses on our sub list to save them from miles but the pricing will be cheaper if we order them instead of waiting another year.
Oh, okay. So kind of a bulk kind of concept.
Yep. And just everything's expensive right now, and it keeps increasing. So we want to be able to be wise with our funds, and we're going to order that 4 and put them on the same rotation or a different rotation, so that way we don't have buses expiring at the same time.
Well, what a fantastic idea. I like the way that Scott is forward-thinking, how to keep the buses going with the minimum amount of expense to the school district.
Yeah, he's very proactive with that, for sure.
All right, so we're moving on. We've been really focusing, the new bond is focusing a lot on student safety, and one of the things is that we changed some procedures. A key procedure, and we implemented for the very first time yesterday, the fire drill procedure has changed. Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, so we are constantly monitoring our safety procedures and emergency procedures, and Mr. Fauci and I have been in conversation with this for about a year. We went to a training this summer, quite a few of us, 10 or 11 of us on staff, went to an I Love You Guys training, and they just kind of reiterated what we had been talking about with our fire alarms. And our fire alarm procedure is now, if we hear the alarm, we're going to hold in our classrooms. We're going to have our administration and safety officer inspecting and see what's going on, because unfortunately, people have started using that for bad things. You know, we're, for lack of a better analogy, we're Pavlov's dogs. We hear that alarm, we stand up, we start filing out, and people know that. So we're going to hold in our classrooms while we investigate. If we need to evacuate the building, we'll announce an evacuation. And yesterday was the first time we did it. And I can tell you that McBain Fire Department was here, gave huge kudos to the staff and students. And one of the things they noted was that, it really brought a sense of calm. Sometimes when a fire alarm goes off, it can be a little chaotic where people are just exiting. And it gave us a pause. We were able to calm and exit the building, because we will still practice evacuations. But this is just gives us an opportunity to pause, kind of see what's going on, why is the alarm going off, and then we'll make the decision from there to evacuate. It's been received well from parents and from staff. It's just a different mindset. It's a different thinking.
Yeah.
But no, it went well yesterday.
Well, good. Yeah, I thought it went well. There's some things I have to clean up because it was the first time with the new procedure and stuff like that. So I learned something about it and learned the ways that I can improve also with the new procedure. So I was appreciative of that.
And that's why we do drills. We can always learn from them and enhance our practices.
All right. So that is going to bring you up to date for the month of September and the beginning of the new year. Scott, got a little joke for you here. I was talking to my brother-in-law, Jason. Jason Bentham is a farmer just outside of town. And he said, do you know why farmers never tell any secrets out in the field?
I know.
There's too many ears around.
Well, that's corny.
Ah, shucks. I thought I'd get one on you. This has been Gary Vanna.
Scott Acom.
Feel the wheel.